Alright guys, welcome to another video. Alright, so in today's video we're gonna be learning how to shade a character face. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so starting off here, we're gonna establish a light source. So we'll say coming from the left hand side. So we could do the same for this character as well. And for this guys, you don't really have to have the character ink. The only reason I had the character ink is because it will be a lot easy to see like the shading part of everything. So with that being said, let's get into it. Alright, so starting off, first of all, what we're going to be doing for this first character, we're going if you go back and check out the how to shade video, right, you'll be able to see we'll go from I guess complicated to less complicated, and to have in there like a cell shading part, more realistic part. So for this one we're going to shade this face in more realistically, and for this part here we're going to do like a basic cartoon version and just cell shade. But we're just getting into it. So starting off, since the light source coming from here, we're going to start to shading here. Start back one. Alright, so what you could do, you could start actually shading in the whole face now. And as you can see, I'm using this this pencil right here and I'm holding it at an angle. And if you go back and watch the how to shade video, you'll know why I'm holding it at this angle. Just gonna go in here real quick. Take your time, follow along, slow it down if you need to. Alright, so just like that. Alright, perfect. Just shading this character. So we just have a base shade right here. Alright, now we could go in and start shading in the face. And since the light source coming from the left, to have a lot of shadow on the right. Like the easy thing, like underneath the neck, that the place was usually have the most shadow. So just keep that in mind. So whenever you're doing something like the neck, usually just have a lot of shadow underneath there. Just like that. And right here, see some shadow. And underneath the nose is the place where those usually have a lot of shadow. Just going here. That will cast into a shadow here underneath the eyes. Underneath the eyes, underneath the eyebrows right there. So just like that. Alright, here we'll cast a shadow just like that. We obviously go in here and darken up stuff. Alright, just like that. Alright, add some shadow right here. Alright, cool. And usually, even though the light source come in here, we will still see some shadow in the ears right there, and could make it dark on this side to show that. Now we go back in here. Now we adding more layers onto this, so we're gonna darken up this a little bit more. It's kind of like we're giving a gradient effect. And it's a similar format also, not just for the shading video, Also, I think like how to do a fade. It's kind of like how you see we get a gradient and blend effect. So you could feel free to go and check how to draw your fade video as well. It's helpful in that regard to kind of understand this type of method as well. So right here, I'm sorry about the plane, like it getting really noisy today. Alright. Alright, so right here, we're going to darken up the corners now. Alright. Did another shadow right here by the bridge. Kind of trying to transition it. Just like that. The shadow right here. Just like that. You could see everything kind of coming along, right? Could have like a shadow here underneath the edge right there. Alright, you see some shadow here as well. And the thing I forget to mention as well, we could do, right? And we're almost done here. Alright, let me just add in some more shadows here. You could also grab, like, if I had like, you could grab like a tissue paper, or if you have a Q-tip, or if you could use your finger and you could kind of rub it a little bit, kind of blend stuff a little bit more, hold on your paper. I wouldn't say use your finger, but I'm just using it because I'm feeling to get like a tissue right now. So actually, I think I should have a tissue right here. Hold on. Yeah, perfect. Let me see how this works. You could grab a tissue. Just kind of give it a tip. Alright, just go in here and could kind of soften and smoothen some of the edges. Just like that. Don't go too far with it because then it's just to like blend out everything, make it a lot softer. See, just like that. And then we could go in here and start adding more values. Go in. Alright, so we could go in here like I was saying, and we could add in more values. And this time I'm holding my pencil. I'm not holding it at an angle, I'm holding it at, kind of like at the tip, because I want certain parts to get really dark. And it's in certain corners that's really tight. So I'm trying to get in them little corners right here. Just adding more shades it, could darken up the bottom of the nose a little bit. Right, and then we just go in here, try to darken up the corners of this, try to like transition, kind of hold it like here. Yeah, just like that. Could kind of like meet up to here, kind of forming the face a little bit right there. Just like that. Alright, so we had that in place. Alright, cool. We just lighten up this side right here. Alright, so that is pretty much it for this face right here. We go and hop over to the next one. Alright, so this one pretty easy, it's cell shading. So what we're gonna do first is like lay out which part the shadow will hit. So it's kind of like we drawing out the shadow, kind of following this one right here. So I have shadow coming on this side, so we kind of drawing it out just like that. Alright, shadow underneath the neck, and just like that. And from here on out, we just basically shade it in, right? Alright, so just come here. And with this one, it don't have to be it don't have to be like kind of like a gradient type thing like this, like a transition. Just come in here, you start shading in everything, just like that. Alright, so just shade it in, just like that. Alright, go up here and then start shading it in again. Then we go in here and just shade this in a little darker to show like the shadow in the ears. And just go over here and do the same thing. Alright, now let me just finish up this. Alright, then we could have like could have some shadow right here underneath the eyes. I mean underneath the eyes, underneath the by the folds of the eyelid. Yeah, that is it. Alright, so just like that, we have that in place. Alright, and yeah, there's basically that's pretty much it for the shell, the cell shading part, everything. And we just head back over to this guy, and it would be good to have a kneaded eraser because I made a mistake, and that's why be careful with Mr. Tissue paper right here when you want to soften up the lines and stuff. So just go in here and kind of like pull away some of the lead on this side, because remember the light source coming from the left, so you want that side to be a little lighter. So just like that. It's easier to have this because you know if you go in there and you erase it regularly, you might remove way too much than was needed. So we had that in place. And kind of like really quick here, it's kind of like you go and get like how to shade eyes in one. So we're gonna do here, we're just gonna draw, we're just gonna shade in the eyes a little bit. So just go in here, shade in the eyes, and leave room for like the highlight right there. Do here again, shade it in, just like that. There's nothing too complicated, just shading it in and leaving a highlight right there. Let me go in for here and erase this one. Careful. Alright, show that highlight a little bit more. Alright, and yeah guys, yeah, so that is pretty much, yeah, hold on, let me make sure I ain't forgetting anything, because sometimes I just forget stuff. Cause I like a little shadow behind the neck there, some shadow here. But yeah guys, that is pretty much it for the video. They saw you does shade shade the character face, and before we go we just erase these arrows here. Why not? So just get rid of that if you draw those in just off your paper. And yeah guys, that's pretty much it for the video. Hope you learned something, hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you guys on the next one. Alright, see you.